Hey y'all, welcome to Sip Happens with Taco and Moody, where we spill the tea and not the liquor. Welcome to episode 3. Let's get into it.
So 3.
So today on Sip Happens, we have the XXL Blackberry wine. We picked this because it has a high alcohol level for a wine.
Of course we did.
And it's actually really good. As you can see, we've already indulged a little bit. So let's get into it.
Let's cheers to episode 3.
Cheers to episode 3.
All right, so let's get right into it. How has your week been? How has your mental been?
My week has been really good. It's heating up outside. Houston has been lit up. Work been good. Mentally, I would just say I'm like eager. I'm at a space in my life where I just feel like I want to know what's next. Like I'm just excited. I got a lot of things going on. I feel like
you always gonna feel like that. We never gonna not know what's...
I do. I notice that I always do feel like that. But what about you?
My week been pretty chill. My mom and them came down here for Mother's Day.
Yes, that was really exciting.
Shout out to you, Mom. But it was cool. We had a good little time. I showed them around. But I don't know, mentally this week, it's been a good week for me. I'm ready for this week to be over. I'm leaving to Chicago next week, y'all. So, you know that. But mentally, I've been cool though. Nothing too new, nothing too late. It's been cool.
No complaints.
Regular.
Okay. So let's get right into it.
We getting right into it.
Yeah. First thing I want to talk about is the Rodney Higgins situation with the father that killed the police officer after his son got killed.
Oh, explain that. I think I'm late on that.
Really?
I feel like it's so much going on right now.
It's literally just that. His son was killed by the police. He went out and he killed a police officer. Now, this wasn't the police officer that killed his son. They say that he was a retired sheriff. So how do you feel about that? Do you feel like...
So let me clarify some things. Somebody killed his son and he went out and killed a random police?
The police?
Or the police that killed his son?
I just said.
Oh, no. I feel like he needs to be in jail because what did that innocent police have to do with it?
I feel a few ways about it.
What other way could you feel about it?
They kill random black people all the time. He killed a random cop. It is, but it's like, I
don't think that correlate. Just because that's just like...
But it happens so often.
That's war at that point, G.
Are we not at war? Does it not feel like war with them?
So you mean to tell... Well, I don't know. You can't tell... I don't know what would happen if somebody killed my sibling.
You know what I'm saying?
Fuck around and see somebody with a badge on it. I don't know, though.
Yeah, like you just...
But I don't think that's right, though. I don't think he should have killed the innocent cop. Maybe if it would have made sense had he went after the cop that actually killed his son. But I feel like that would have
been, more justifiable. But I'm not against it. You giving him grace? I'm giving him grace.
Whew.
I'm sorry.
Really?
Yeah.
So what, did they lock him up?
He's in jail. But they said like he been getting so much money put on his books, like he reached the limit. Like that's what I'm saying. Like people is standing by him. Like, is it wrong? Yes. Is it?
But two wrongs don't make a right, though.
It don't. But do you want to hear that when your son just got killed?
No.
Okay.
Shout out to... All right, well, he killed the officer, right?
Yes.
Damn. And that officer was off duty or on duty?
No, they said he was retired. So, like...
How do you know he was an officer?
I don't know.
Child.
But... free riding.
Sorry, I just have to ask this. It's been a burning question. I seen this on Facebook, and I'm just laughing. I'm just like, society is so messed up right now.
Okay, well.
Just piggybacking off of that, how y'all thought process is. Somebody on Facebook said, is it gay for a man to ask for a milkshake?
How does this correlate? How does this correlate to what we were just talking about?
Because the thought process that y'all got, why is it okay for this man to kill? Like,
I didn't say it was okay, but I'm not mad at him. I'm not mad at him. That's what I said. But what's the occasion that this man is ordering a milkshake?
Like, you just pull it up to the drive-thru, like, let me get
And
a milkshake. Like, why can't you ask for a milkshake? Like, what should
I don't know.
So if you with your man, he hear the driver's seat, he say, yeah, let me get a strawberry milkshake. Why does that make you like uneasy?
I guess that's
Society
acceptable.
is so crazy right now. Like, y'all are just with these standards of milkshake, just like with hookah. I'm tired of this argument. Men can smoke hookah. There's nothing wrong with a man smoking a hookah.
I don't think it's anything wrong with a man smoking hookah, but I do disagree with if it's all men. Like, I don't think that y'all should be ordering a hookah. I feel like you ordered a hookah for the ladies, and
you hit it once
if you hit it while it's getting passed around, yes. If I go or when I be at work, and let's say it's a table of 4 men, and they order a hookah.
What's the difference from when they ordering it with the girl versus when they order it with
Because it's
themselves?
just giving, like, I don't know. One time, okay, so look. That did happen one time I was at work, and this man was talking about them. He like, look, they just snatching it out of each other's hands, and he like, now you hit it, now you hit it, now you hit it. And he was like, they probably using the same hookah tips. You don't know. Like, it just get, I'm like, okay, I do see.
I can see that versus like being in a group with women and it just a hookah and then you passing it to the men. I can see that. Moral of the story, she said, don't order the hookah if it's all men.
Please.
I don't know.
Or if you do, just know you're getting talked about.
I'm gonna order my hookah every time.
I mean, hey. So one thing that has been going on is the little girl Miss Shirley with the fans.
Explain it.
So like the boots on the ground.
Yeah.
It's a little girl that been going viral. She like, I don't know. She can't be no older than like 3, 4. She may be 5, but I don't think she's 5. But basically, she going viral. Like, she's getting booked and everything. But I'm okay. I was okay with it when it seemed like friendly. But now it just seemed like she getting a little too grown. Like the dances, I don't know. It just give like, at this point, is your mama using you as a prop for money?
I mean, that been happening. Look at Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
But at what age do you think that a young lady can, like, let me see, like, get acrylic nails or, like, wear crop tops and stuff like that?
Crop tops, I don't know.
Until she win.
I don't know. Crop tops?
What about acrylic nails or weave in your hair?
It depends on what kind of style it is for the weave. Not getting no lace front, no closure, no frontal, nothing like that. To you at least get to high school. Yeah. I feel like acrylic nails, I feel is kind of different because I was getting my nails done very young.
Really?
Fake nails, yeah. But
you think people was calling you fast?
I'm sure.
But you wasn't, so it's just like, it's just nails. Y'all are projecting this stuff on innocent kids.
I don't think it's projecting. I think that there are disgusting men out there who, as soon as they see the slightest bit of anything that makes a child look grown, they're going to look at you like you're grown. They're going to, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but if they disgusting, they disgusting. It don't matter if you're grown or not.
But that doesn't make it okay. That doesn't make it mean that you put your child out there as a possible,
But damn, we got to live in fear? Like, oh my God.
I don't think it's living in fear. I think it's living within reality. Like, it is sad that it's like that, but that's just the world that we live in. There are like disgusting people everywhere. So that's why I feel like everything has to be in moderation, and it's all situational. Like, nails can be too grown. Your hair can be too grown. That's what I'm saying. Like the whole crop top thing. Like,
So what is it that she doing that's like everybody's like, oh, this is like getting too grown, or like, what's the main thing that they saying? Just the stuff that she wear?
It's the stuff that she wear. It's the way, like, like now it's new dances. Now, like now it's different things. Yeah. And I saw a video of her earlier today, and I was just like, this is kind of like, because at first it was cute. Like, but when she first blew up.
My thing of it, it's just like with Loyal, with Jada's son. It's like he's innocent. He just talking how he talk. He don't have no type of sexuality or... You feel me? It's just us grown people. Well, not us, because I'm not. It's just grown people that's like, oh, he talk like he gay. Like, what? He talking like a little kid. Like, that little girl probably just having fun, wearing what she wearing. But you have people that's like projecting shit on her, like, oh, she's being grown. She's got this on. And it's just like...
You will have to see it. Because at first, like I said, it's a difference between like kitty, innocent, and then it's getting like, oh, this is a little like...
Yeah.
I don't know.
Since we were on the topic of kids, let's just say when you get older, do you think it's okay for parents to like try to charge their kids for like rent or make them get a job and stuff like that? Or
yes, I'm against parents wanting their kids to pay rent.
oh, okay.
I do agree that you should get a job. I don't want none of your money, but I do think that's something that you should learn to do.
To start doing.
Yeah, so you can know how to make your own money, what it feels like to get your own money. So they kind of like teach you the value of money, because it's like, you're not gonna value my money like I value my money because you didn't work for it. If you go to work and you put in them hours and then you finally get your check, you feel good. Now you have to decide how you're gonna spend your money. I feel like that's something that you have to learn. But I definitely, like, I have friends that mamas charge them rent like as soon as they hit 18.
But that's what I'm saying. At what age is for you? It's like, okay, now you should be paying rent. I personally feel like that era where you graduate high school, you go to college, and then you come back home after college, you gotta pay. You gotta pay a light bill or something. Thank God my mama never paid me. She never like made me pay anything. But I do think like if you finna be sitting at your mama house and you grown, like you graduated college and you still figuring your life out and you got a job, why not pay a little light bill or something? Like it's nothing wrong with that. I don't think so. It'll just kind of get you more responsible.
I feel that. And I feel like it's nothing wrong. Like, as long as it's like a small bill, maybe.
Yeah. Just to kind of get you programmed. Yeah, rent is crazy.
Just for you to sleep here, I feel like that's crazy. And I feel like that's something only black people do.
However, I do know parents that do make their kids pay rent and they save that money. So when they do move out, they have like a down payment on the apartment or like a down payment on a house or something like that. I do know people like that, like responsible parents. I don't know how many responsible parents out there, but that is a good, like, you feel me? Yeah, you're gonna pay rent, and then when you're ready to move out, it'll be cool. And you just programming your kid. Granted, you're not even using it for the bills, but you just program them to be responsible, just not to be a spoiled brat. Because I don't know, even though I ain't have to pay no bills, I still had like responsibilities. Some people don't have responsibilities, and they grow up and it just be like,
now the real world is just eating your ass
eating
up.
you.
So I agree with saving the money. I don't agree with, why do I have to give you my money to save it? Like, I can save my own money. Like, you
say that.
Yeah.
Some kids can't though.
Well, that's a lesson that you're going to have to learn as well. Now you broke.
I'm real passionate about this. So if it was you and your husband and your child and they were drowning, both of them was drowning, and you had to save one, your husband or your child, which one are you saving?
Well, as a man, why you don't know how to swim?
Bria,
I'm just saying.
Not the question.
I'm just saying. So
no, that is tacky for a man. I don't know how to
you
swim.
just kicking your legs finna die, your child kicking their legs finna die. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna be looking at it too like.
Okay, well, let me put it in reverse then. If it was you drowning and you was drowning with your kid and your man had to save one of y'all two, would you prefer him save you or your child? And be honest as possible. Like, I know we just like, no, I want to live. But, like, put everything in perspective. Like,
yeah, I honestly wouldn't just say, oh, yeah, just save me. Because, like, at that point, you know, like a mom instinct, like a motherly love is so, like...
Yeah.
I would probably hate myself for the rest of my life. I'll probably hate you for the rest of your life.
You would not want to be with that man?
I'm not gonna say that I would leave you, but that would be really, really hard to like come back from. And like, I know like a lot of people be like, oh, well, we could have another baby and da-da-da-da-da. You never find your true love again. And I feel that. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's a really good point. But at the same time, my child, like, I carried this baby for 9 months. You know, I raised this baby. I, did everything that I could. Now, like, my baby just gone. Now I have to make another one. I don't have no choice. So...
Yeah. Me personally, if I had to pick, I'm honestly going to pick my wife. And I just feel like, because we can create another one. And I just feel like, if I save my son, he's going to grow up resenting me. I don't know. Both of them is just like a lose-lose.
Yeah.
But I still feel like you can't find love again. You're not going to find another... Well, you can find another wife again, but...
It's not going to be her.
It's not going to be her.
So, what about, like, the resentment that might come with that? How would you
That's just going to be something that we're going to have to deal with and work through. I mean, she gotta see where I'm coming from. It's just not a right answer.
That's what I feel like.
It's not. So, it's just like, I mean, it's tricky. But I would do my wife.
At this point, I would just be like, you grab me, I'm gonna grab the baby. You pull us both up. Like,
think?
yes, why does somebody have to die?
I don't know. That is hard though. I don't know. I hope that'll never happen to no. Well, I know how to swim, and I pray
Hello?
that's why you're supposed to take. Did you take swim lessons as a kid?
I didn't, but
You know how to swim though?
yes,
How did you learn?
So we used to go to Arkansas like every summer, and it was lakes in everybody's backyard. Like my grandma had a lake in her backyard. My aunties and uncles had lakes in their backyard. So we would always be in the water. And so just one day, my daddy threw me in a lake and was like, "Shit, if you want to live, kick your feet." For real. And like, I learned how to swim. Like that was how we learned. But I'm not gonna lie, I probably do the same thing to my child. Clearly, I'm not gonna let you drown. But maybe that little fear is what you need to learn how to swim. And now I swim very well.
Same. I learned freshman year. It was like required.
Freshman year?
Yeah, it was like required. I mean, I knew how to swim. Like, I knew how to get to point A to point B. Like, if it was an emergency.
Yeah.
But now I know how to stay and just flow. I know how to do all type of stuff. Like, I'm good now. Speaking of, damn, wait, what was you going to say? I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, I was going to say, ladies, take these niggas to the water park and see if they know how to swim. If not, you might have to fucking risk your life or your child's life when it come down to it.
Speaking of kids or whatever, since we are the kids talk, how do you feel about parents putting bills in their kids' name?
I feel like that's very trifling. And I'm not going to lie. My auntie did that to my cousin. And
I know a lot
still
covered up off that mud, trying to get up out with your
like,
parents.
You started me off bad. Like, I've never even been able to put nothing in my name because you done already fucked my name up.
So let me put it in this perspective. Let's say, like, you know, it was she had to. Let's just say that, like, or we wouldn't have no lights. You feel me? You would not have no food to warm. You would
Where
not
was
have
your
no way to
mama friend Charlie that?
You never know what situations people be
Baby,
in.
we not
and that could be the last resort.
Why am I the last resort? That's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't agree with it because I do feel like y'all put it in my name, but y'all don't pay the bill. Y'all just let it go wayside.
And that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So
now I got a comment bill in my name when I grew up
at the age of 3. Like, what's going on? You better buy you some shit off the black market and put that shit in their name.
You think that only happened in black families, or you think it's not a race thing?
I think everybody do everything. I don't think, except charge their kids around. I don't know. But yeah, I think everybody do everything. I don't think not one race, you know, because it's everywhere.
It's all the same. I don't know. I just don't agree with that. Like, I've seen it happen before. I've seen it work out. Like, I've kind of wished my parent would have like put me on a credit card so that way, and they paying it, and I grow up and I have an awesome credit already. You know, something like that. But just don't put no light bill or no cable in my name because you didn't already use your name up, and I'm the last person. Saying. Yeah. So I don't know. It could work in a positive way. I don't know. I'm not against it, but yeah.
So let's just get right into it.
Okay.
This whole Diddy and Cassie thing.
Oh gosh.
It's getting messy.
Did you expect all of this to play out like it did, or you just? I didn't understand how freaky he was. Like, I think that's the part where it's just like you takes the cake.
He for surely takes the cake. But what's going to be crazy is when other people's names start coming up too. Ooh. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I want to know. I want to know who was at these Diddy parties, at these freak offs. I want to know.
It's probably a lot of people.
It is.
And y'all name, they coming. Because trial just started. It's over with.
They said, they mentioned Jay-Z name already.
But I think he got his cleared off. You know, Beyonce them don't play that. Rock Nation ain't for nothing.
Baby, I think they was front and center.
I'm sure. But they got some change. Ain't nothing go across their desk, baby.
But, so today, what?
No, go ahead.
Today, they dropped the messages. Diddy lawyer came back with messages from Cassie, and, like, she was talking about it. He told, like, I guess in one message, she was like, I'm ready for another freak off. And she was like, LOL, me too. And so
that's what I was going to ask you. Do you think, like, she was for it, or do you think that she was getting abused, and at that point, she can't leave to the point where it's like, if she say no, now she knows she finna come home to a black guy, or...
I think it was a little bit of both. I feel like maybe it was fun in the beginning until like now you have to do this. Like you didn't did it so many. You know how a narcissistic man is. He like, oh, you didn't did it so many times. Why not this time? They said he was making her do that stuff on her period. The freak offs was like 4 days long. She said she had like so many sores on her mouth. She had so many like infections that the antibiotics didn't work no more. Like at that point, that's abuse.
Yeah. Like,
hey, I just came for a quick party one time. I just wanted to see what was to it. But you're Diddy's girlfriend, so like
that's
with that
crazy though. And then they had just dropped like a little video of his birthday, and everybody was in the comments like, oh, she looks really happy, like they're hugging up, they're dancing, but it's just like some people just don't know what abuse look like just because she probably just happy in the moment or agreeing to something don't mean that she's like scared out of her life. But then me personally, I don't know, it's like, why couldn't she just leave? I don't know. I never been in abuse, so I can't really say, but I don't know, maybe it was more of a mental abuse.
I think it was everything.
Yeah.
For one, you have to keep in mind how old he was and how old she was. She was very, very young.
Yeah.
She was like new on the scene. Diddy's very, very powerful. So you don't know what he was telling her. Like, I can end your life. I can end your career. They said he kept threatening her to drop like her sex tapes or whatever. A grown woman like me would be like, do it. Because you're going to go to jail. She's scared, thinking that he probably would do it, but you have to realize if he dropped them tapes, baby, you're in the videos too, and I can guarantee it's stuff that you're doing in the videos that you don't want people to see too. So I'd have been like, fuck it, do it.
Yeah.
But again, this is Diddy we talking about, a very, very powerful, very wealthy, he's very connected. Like everybody's scared of him. Like that's why all of this stuff been going on for so long and nobody said anything.
So what do you think gave her the strength to come out though? Like and just kind of tell her story like, hey.
I feel like she's more mature now. I feel like, for one, I feel like getting that off of you has to be like a major relief. Like therapy. Maybe, she's engaged now or married now. She's finna have another baby. So, or a baby. I don't know if she has kids.
That's probably traumatizing for like her husband to
You get what I'm saying?
that.
They said he got up and walked out the courtroom. Wow. When they was like mentioning all the stuff that was being done.
I wouldn't even been there. Just same with Diddy daughters. I don't know
why the kids was there. I feel like that's kind of like... You know what I mean? You want to support? I don't think so.
I think I probably would initially go, but once they did all that, I probably would have got up and walked out too. Like, hey, this is...
But you know why you're coming here.
But you don't know the extent. Nobody know that he was doing all of that. Like, we know there was freak offs, baby, or all that involved, but we didn't know it was like, oh, stand over me and Pete. Like, it was just to the extreme, G. Like...
Yeah.
It make me just look like... Did anybody know it? Like, somebody had to know about this.
A lot of people knew. The people that was participating in it knew. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I really think that Hollywood is a different planet. I feel like Hollyweird is real. I feel like some real shit go down. But that's why NDAs is always being thrown around. And that's why you go to these parties and they want to take your phone. And that's why you go to these parties and they, like court documents where they sign and say, you cannot speak about this. Yeah. If you do, like, X, Y, and Z is going to happen to you. So... A lot of people knew.
So do you think he made her sign an NDA and she still spoke about it?
I'm sure, but that's what I'm saying. It'd be like a certain time on NDA. So like once it expires or, like however that goes.
Yeah.
But for one, she was subpoenaed to court. Like she has to go. Mm-hmm. She doesn't have a choice. So like I was just reading comments and the comments was kind of like disheartening. They're just... like, oh, she should have left and oh, she was a part of this and oh, da 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 da. Do I think she's a completely innocent? No, because like I said, I do think that initially
she probably didn't know how far it was gonna go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now you have to do this. Yeah. Now it's freak offs for 4 days. Now you can't even take a day off because you're on your period. Like damn, like
that's not funny, but damn.
But no, for real, it's like damn. He was putting them people on IVs. Like, he was pumping them back up. Like, that's crazy as hell.
But what's crazy, before he went to jail, he had just dropped a little album called Love, and they was celebrating him, giving him awards, all type of stuff. Like, the world was celebrating him. And I'm just like, all of y'all, I just feel like there's a lot of people that's not innocent in the situation as well. Like, all of y'all knew what was going on. Like, all of y'all that was super close to Diddy, like Mary J. Blige, Lil' Kim, y'all knew what was going on, too, though.
And that's what I'm saying.
And everybody just turned a blind eye. I mean, it's just like you mind your business, but it's like, gee, I don't know.
It gets to a point where you got to tell your friend, like, hey, baby, don't you think this is getting a little out of hand?
But do you think that when he met Young Miami, it was like, he's no longer doing that type of stuff? Like he grew out of that little stage, or it was still freak offs like that?
I think it was still freak offs. Like, yes, like.
So you think Young Miami saying that she get peed on? You think that was kind of a retrospect of what she dealt with Diddy too?
Yes, I feel like you like what you like. Like
some people Diddy, like golden showers,
but that's what I'm saying. So Diddy been doing this for so long. Like, why would he just one day wake up and be like, I don't want to do that no more? I don't see that happening.
It's more risky for him.
He been doing this for like 30 years. He felt like he got away with it. Like, for real. Like, I think that Carisha was, I don't know. Maybe it wasn't.
I don't think Carisha went through that. I don't
think it was as bad. Maybe, like.
I think she probably was having
that's
fun.
That's what I'm saying. She said she liked it. So, again, it'd be fun in the beginning. I feel like their relationship was more short-lived. Him and Cassie was together for years.
Yeah.
All that started happening with him. Like, it seemed like soon as they started, so she only got, like, the fairy tale phase of it, the shopping sprees, the money, and da-da-da-da-da-da. Like, I just gave you $200,000. Let me pee on you.
Yeah.
And she was probably like, okay. Like.
Would you do that?
What?
If he gave you $200,000, would you let him pee on you?
No, I don't like that.
$200,000.
And first of all, you're not finna just pay me to pee on me. Like, that's crazy as hell. Like, what the fuck? I'm not with that shit. Like, if that's what you with, baby, you gotta go find you somebody else. You're not fucking pissing on me.
People go to Dubai to get shitted on.
I mean, yeah, like I do know that. I don't think I'd be able to do that either. Like. That's crazy.
You'd be surprised how many people
I wouldn't.
200K, go ahead.
I wouldn't be surprised. But me personally,
you ain't with that.
I ain't with that. My days ain't that dark, boo.
Oh my God. Sip happens.
Cheers.
Diddy, you riding in jail.
Yeah, baby. I don't think you ever. Speaking of, Dirk is still in jail, y'all.
They said he's getting. No, they deny his bond. I don't know. Everybody is getting jail. Everybody is cracking down. You see all the people online going to jail for these PPP loans.
Yeah.
Man, they coming for y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I wish I would have got a PPP loan. I was devastated I couldn't get it. I would have got it. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit in this chair and be like, when they was handing the PPP loans out, I wasn't gonna accept one.
I think I denied. I think my friend, for real, she did some fluky shit on my application and it didn't get approved. So, I mean, hey, maybe that was a blessing.
That was God, because they coming down on these people now.
Yeah, it been people just crying. Like, I saw this girl, she was like, I'm so scared. Da-da-da-da. She got the letter, and, like, it's real because she shot the letter. Like, at first, I'm thinking, like, these people just lying. No, baby. They coming to your job, all kind of stuff.
Really? Child. Speaking of jail, did you see what happened with DDG and Halle? What's that name? Halle. Halle.
I did.
He's a narcissist, though. He give me like a narcissist.
He is, but you never know what go on behind the scenes.
Yeah, that's
you get
true.
what I'm saying?
Did you see she was out of town with Brent Fayez?
Took their baby. I don't agree with that.
Why not?
What do you mean?
Why I can't take my baby out of town?
With a nigga?
Who knows? She's shooting a movie.
No.
So it's just like, and he happened to be there, and I'm talking to him. We making music, probably. We don't know. We don't
Where
know.
did my son come in?
But
at
don't
all
pop up in my house and take a picture of my room and post it on the internet. Like, you're creepy. Like, that's what he did.
I didn't see that part.
Yeah,
what?
that's why this whole frustrated all this stuff happened. Because I don't know. I gotta find a picture, but I guess he popped up at her house and he took a picture of her room. Mm-hmm. And he posted it something in that order. And she filed a restraining order on him. But before that, she had posted like bruises. I guess he be hitting on her. They had gotten into a fight. I'm just like... But Ruby Rose came out and said that he was abusive too beforehand. So it's just like a little pattern. I don't know. How do you feel about that?
I'm going to say I don't judge. I'm not going to say he's right. I'm not going to say he's wrong. Because, again, we don't know what's going on. I know I've been one to provoke. I might even hit you first. I don't know. So I would never get in front of no camera like, oh, look what he did to me, da-da-da-da-da, because I know I probably slapped your ass first. Yeah. I know like, it gets like that. Like, antagonizing and all of that. Like, I let what people have going on behind closed doors stay behind closed doors because I don't want nobody in my business.
Mm-hmm.
And
until they bring it to the forefront. But they put us in their business.
Yeah, but I feel like DDG haven't said nothing about it.
Of course he's not.
So I can't say what I feel because I don't know. I don't have all the information.
Well, she got full custody until they court date in June.
I mean, of course they did that.
But evidently the court got some type of like evidence because they not just gonna grant her full custody.
I think they talking about the bruises and stuff.
Yeah.
Who's to say he didn't have bruises? Like, you know, and again, I'm against domestic violence. I am against domestic violence, but I will say you never know. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I hit my niggas.
Why?
So
don't say that. Why?
What you mean?
Why
Don't
do
say
you
that?
feel like you gotta put your head on me in?
Sometimes I feel like you're not hearing me.
But it's still, that's not gonna make that man hear you.
Yes, it do.
No, you. Bro, that's not funny. And that's what I'm saying. See, that's a toxic trait. Like, y'all have to stop putting y'all hands on these men and then crying wolf. Not saying that's what she doing.
That's what I'm saying. I would never hit somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I was raised, you put your hands on anybody, you better be expecting to get hit back. Woman, man, cat, dog, it don't matter. Like, I'm not going to let just anybody put their hands on me.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like it's a little different for me because sometimes you just got to get that off your chest. Shit, I don't know.
And you just think it's just they in the public eye, so there's just more.
Yeah.
I don't know. We don't condone that. Sip Happens does not condone domestic violence.
Ladies, don't let that nigga play with you.
Situation is right, huh?
Don't let that nigga play with you.
You could do stuff in other ways.
You can, but like what? Like what?
Speaking of the night, a little bit of a lighter note, because all of this heavy stuff. Do you think it is a difference between a joke and a lie?
Oh, that's a good one for you to ask. Cause baby, he be lying and then he be like, I tricked you. No, nigga, you have a sickness.
Hell no, because if I'm telling a joke, it's a joke. It's not really a lie. It's the same thing, right? I was just arguing with somebody about this. Like, why you keep they keep calling me like, why you steady lying?
Yes, because you be lying.
I'm just cracking a joke.
No, it just like no. Lance the type of person. Let me tell y'all, he told his mama when he was a kid that he got signed up for Disney, like he had got cast on a Disney show, and that they was gonna get out the hood, pack your bags, we going to Barcelona. Mind you, this went on for a long time. At that point, that's a lie. That's not a joke, because it's like you really got motherfuckers feeling like they whole life finna change, and here it is.
See, that was a crazy era. I don't know what got into me and what, like,
what you mean what got into you? It never got out of you. You was the same person right now. Like, I can't believe nothing that he say. And it's so crazy because we always told him, one day you're going to be telling the truth and we're not going to believe you. And do you remember that happened? When you was supposed to be on your way to you was supposed to be meeting us somewhere and and your tire caught a flat.
Yes.
And he was texting us like, I ain't broke down on the side of the road. Da 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 da. We like, huh? He's so funny. He just don't want to come, or he probably just coming late. Da 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 da.
I was so pissed at y'all too.
We got red for filth. Y'all the worst fucking friends ever. Da da da. We thought you was playing. We thought you was joking. Mm-hmm. So that's why you should tell the truth and not play so much.
I guess I'll start tomorrow.
You're lying. That's a lie. That was a lie right there. Let's go ahead and grab one of these cards.
Okay.
See where your head at.
Charge it to the game.
Okay, hold on.
Or do or drink.
Yeah, so we got do or drink, and we got charges to the game. I'm gonna let you pick first.
Okay, so we have go around a group saying places a man better not take you on a first date. Fellas, take a drink for every place that you name. So what's a place where a man better not take you on a first date? Like, it's a complete no. Like, if y'all pull up, you turning around or you telling him like, yeah, no.
Denny's. Fuck yes.
A first date at Denny's, yeah, that is crazy.
That's crazy as hell. You could never take me to Denny's. I don't care if it's the 18th date. I don't want to go to Denny's. Like, that's one place that we would get into it.
Really? What about IHOP? You would prefer IHOP over Denny's though.
I'm never eating Denny's ever. In no setting am I going to fucking Denny's.
Really?
IHOP maybe, but this after we like, you my boo at this point.
But first days, would you do seafood?
I wouldn't be upset at seafood, but I don't think that seafood is a first date place.
At this big age, I don't want to go to the movie theaters. Like, that's not a date. Like, we can't even talk to each other. It's just like, let's watch the movie. Like, I don't know.
I don't like the movie. I really don't care for the movies anyway. All my movie dates go bad. Every time I go to the movies, it be bad, and I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know.
No, for real. Like, your movie dates? Maybe we can write a book.
Baby, I done got up in the middle of the movie and left. Like, don't even worry about it, boo. Never talk to me again. Your house. Your house is not a date, men. Like, please stop with that. I don't care how good you can cook. I don't care nothing about nothing. I do not want to go to your house. Please save me and you the time, because I'm going to curse you the fuck out if you say, come to my house. Like, that is like the most annoying thing. Like, you think I don't have a house?
Do it depend on where they live?
No.
Like, what if you meet a, high rise, floor to ceiling windows?
No.
You like, it's still not.
It's a no. It's a hell no.
A house can be a date though. Like, if you get a chef.
First date?
A chef.
First date? No. I don't even know you. You could be a serial killer. Now I'm just in here with you like, what the fuck? I don't know what's going to happen. Hell no.
So do you drive to your first dates, or you would rather them send you an Uber, or you drive yourself?
I don't mind driving. I think it's cute if you want to send me a ride.
Yeah. But now you know where I live. So I don't know about that either. For real, first dates are so tricky. Like, I try to keep information very minimal on the first date. Like, I went on a date with this dude, and he asked me so many times what my real name was, like my full name. And I asked him, like, why do you keep asking me that? Like, at the time, I was on papers and some more shit. So I'm like, do you know me? Like, what do you? Yes, I'm ready to go. Like, we could wrap this up. Actually, check please. See, I'm not more so of a dater. Like, I'm not more so of an in-person dater. I don't know why it's that though. Like, I think you need a couple days to getting to know somebody through text and FaceTime.
It's only so much to talk about. I feel like that's how we get to know each other. Take me on a date. Let's talk. You're not finna what I'm doing all day. I don't want to text you all day. I'm not looking for a pen pal. Like, I have enough going on in my everyday life where it's like, either you're gonna make time to take me out. Yeah. I'm not saying, and that's another thing too. Like, I don't believe your first date has to be Ruth Chris and shit like that. But I do think it means a lot.
What is your deadline? What is your
A week.
So you were talking text for somebody for a week.
Yeah.
But then at that point,
after 7 days, if you have on for 7 days and you haven't mentioned a date, baby, you gotta go.
Really?
You have to go.
I don't know. I'd be scared to do that. Like, I'd be scared to go on dates with somebody so quick, because if I'm on that date, I'm just gonna be thrown off. If something don't align with me, I'm just like, why am I here?
That's what I want to know. I want to know that. That's why we have to get in each other's face.
I can find that through FaceTime, through text, just by your thought process, what we talking about, where you grew up from. I need to know that already. I'm not just going to be, let's go sit at a dinner. Now I'm at a dinner with somebody who a murderer, and now his niggas coming out the cut. Now it's just too much. No, let me get to know you first. Exactly.
That did happen to me. I'm not gonna lie. I had met this dude out here. He was from Chicago. We went on a few dates. When I tell you dates, I'm talking about we everywhere. We everywhere. We are everywhere. Loose. He was loose as hell. Knowing you out here getting people killed. So boom. For real. And I liked him, and that's the crazy thing, because we was having a ball, like a ball. He went home for 3 days and he got killed, and then it came out that he was behind a lot of people dying, and I'm like, oh my god, like, and I'm so glad. Yes, and I'm just hanging out with you. I'm talking about outside places. I'm talking about where it's a lot of faces, like, you don't even know. So that's another thing I will say too, fellas. If you know you got beef in these streets, stay away from these girls, or be very, 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 them the niggas that want you to come to their house because they ain't go nowhere. Tell these girls what you got going on. Stop letting these, because it happens all the time. Stop letting these girls lose their life but have some shit that you got going on in these streets. For real, for real, for real, for real, for real. Like, that's some coward punk shit, and I don't fuck with shit like that. I'm gonna leave it at that. Because when it happened to me, for real, like, I was really like, damn. Like, it could have went bad so many times. And I tell you, We at Prospect. We at Clutch. We is outside where everybody is at.
Of the places, and it's
yes, and I'm like, oh my God,
y'all are hanging out.
We was hanging out, honey.
That's why I got to get to know you. Don't think we
you
just
think he
gonna
tell
go
you,
on
yeah,
no date.
I got 17 niggas killed. No, they don't say that.
But sometimes you can feel a drift. Like, oh,
he didn't give me killer vibes. He didn't. He was cool. He was cool as hell. Like, ooh, baby. Ooh. So scary.
Okay, here go another question. We gonna switch up. Well, we is talking about relationships, so I guess we can get into this. I think I asked you this before. If you're dating a man, I mean, if you're dating a man, you got 2 kids, one by him and one by another baby daddy, and he brings his kids some food. Do you expect him to bring some food for both of y'all kids or just his kid?
I expect you to bring food for both the kids.
Even if you got,
I don't care if neither one of these babies belong to you.
Oh.
Yeah. Like,
so if you dated somebody and he bringing you food, you would expect him to bring food for your kids too?
You said at first he was feeding the kids.
No, but he's feeding his kid.
If you know I have another kid, yes. Bring my kids some fucking food.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
What's one more fucking Happy Meal? You know, you ain't buying these kids steak.
Sometimes these girls be having kids.
And I get that. So, but I feel like if you're going to feed one, feed them all.
Yeah.
Don't do that. That's weird as hell. Because guess what now I'm going to do? I'm going to cut the burger in half and I'm going to give half and half to the kids.
So what about like Christmas gifts and stuff like that? Like he's bringing the gifts over for Christmas for his son, knowing that you have another son, but it's not his. You expect him to give gifts for both of the kids? Or
Me and him are together?
Yeah, it's somebody that you're kind of like dating, but y'all don't live together, but y'all dating.
Yes, I would.
Really?
It doesn't have to be like, it's an expensive gift, but don't come in here empty-handed. I disagree with that. Do
you think that the other baby father would feel some type of way? Is that disrespectful to the other baby father?
No, I don't think so.
Is that something you run by that other baby father?
That my current dude is gonna buy your child something?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't feel like that needs to be a conversation. I feel like that's a given. Why wouldn't you do that? Mm-hmm. You in a relationship with me, you know I have other kids outside of yours. Buy my baby something. Mm-hmm. It don't have to be like, but I just think that it's crazy and it just creates if you just come in here with one gift.
Yeah,
like,
that means
that's
you
crazy.
Really don't fuck with all of them.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I had kids.
Yeah.
That's why I'm glad I don't have kids.
You would speak on that though? Like if that was to happen, like you would speak to him about
I'm gonna treat you.
Really?
For sure. Because why would you do that?
It could be a conversation at first, though.
I'm going to treat you.
Oh, wow. Well, you heard it here first. Don't bring that baby one cheeseburger.
Don't.
You better bring all 6 of them. My mama got 7 kids. I would hate for her to step out.
I'm saying, it's like that point, buy a pizza, nigga. Again, we can keep this simple. Like, we don't have to make this a big thing.
But gifts, though, I was not expecting you to say he got to bring another gift. Like, I'm thinking, like, for his kid, like, hey, go, you want to
You're dating me. You're dating me.
Okay.
Why would you not want to get my kid something on Christmas? So you don't like me. You actually probably hate me. I don't know.
I just feel like maybe it's a boundary that he don't want to cross just yet, because obviously y'all not serious, y'all not living together. So it's boundaries you set in place if you don't want to even touch that boundary of the other kid.
Why do we have a kid and we together but we don't live together?
I mean, shit happens. It don't always work out like, oh, when I have a kid, I'm with this person. But no, like we
dating. We're dating. You're not just my second baby daddy. You're my man.
Okay, maybe. Okay.
So that just sounds like.
So you think every time you dating somebody, you have to live with them?
If we've gotten to the point where I've been carried a child for 9 months and you haven't decided if you want to live with me yet, you coming by, you just swinging by. No.
But y'all have talking about swinging by. But y'all have 2 separate houses. You don't think that's healthy? You think you want to move in with your partner even if you have a kid? I thought that's what's the point of marriage. Marriage is when you get in, when you move in.
Yeah, but you talking about boundaries so you nutting in me wasn't a boundary. That's where you draw the line. Us living together is where you draw the line.
No, I'm saying boundaries as far as like.
And you don't want to buy my baby a cheeseburger? I don't think this gonna work out. I don't think this gonna work out.
He said I shouldn't even be dating you in the first place.
Actually.
But no, I think what I'm trying to say is that y'all dating, like, okay, you had a baby, y'all didn't work out, but now y'all figuring it out, y'all actively dating now, but y'all not living together. You think if you have a kid by somebody, you automatically got to live with that person?
No, but what I'm saying is, what are we doing? I feel like in those 9 months of me being pregnant, you should have been figuring something out.
To live with you?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like, what are we doing? Like, what the hell?
Well, I guess, like I said, she said about all them kids something and move in. Well, since we're on a baby mama topic, how do you feel about men having multiple baby mamas? Me personally, I expressed this before to y'all. I said I feel like if a man has multiple baby mamas, it's really not a. If let's say they got 2 baby mamas, okay, cool. You slipped up twice, but if you got 3 kids by 1 baby mama, he ain't leaving that girl. He not that's the one he really want. That's the one that got away. She probably just don't fuck with him. But you love that girl because you keep going back to the baby mama. Would you prefer 1 baby mama, multiple kids, or 3 kids by different baby mamas?
I prefer no baby mamas and no kids. Thank you.
Of course. But which one would you pick though, theoretically? And explain why, because I told you my reason. I feel like they love them when you.
I don't agree with that though.
Okay, why?
Because sometimes people just be stupid. I don't think that's necessarily love. If a nigga got somebody that's gonna always open that door,
but that nigga gotta always want to go through that door. So what's there that's keeping you through that door? You obviously love when the legs is up. She loved them. Like, it's obviously something in between them legs that he loves.
I feel like sometimes people just stay where they comfortable at. I don't think it necessarily has to be love. People be married for years and they hate it's comfortability.
But to have another kid, but to have multiple kids with the same baby mama, you obviously love how she raising your kids. You obviously love how she's a mother because you're not finna have another kid by her. If you
she could be a good mama, but that don't make you love her.
Right, but you love that she's a good mama. I just feel like it's something meaningful to that. That's just like if a man cheat on you with the same girl every time, it has to be something up with this girl.
I agree with that, but I don't agree with it has to be love, because
it have to be something.
If you continue to have sex with somebody, the probability of you having kids is high. That's if you have sex with anybody. So who's to say that this person's just not comfortable having sex with this person? They could still be having sex with other people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Is if you gonna continue to allow somebody to do what they've been doing, and you don't have the voice enough to say, hey, they're gonna continue to do that. Are they gonna continue to do other things? I believe so. But who don't love their favorite dummy? For real. I don't think it have nothing to do with love.
Really?
Yes.
So you never answered the question. Which one would you prefer, though?
Neither.
No, but if you had to choose one theoretically, which one would you pick?
I really don't have an answer for that.
So either or it's the same?
Yeah, either or it's the same.
Really?
I think so. I don't think so. I don't think just because you have multiple kids with somebody mean that you love them, or... maybe not more so love them, but... I just think that it have to be something to it, that you constantly running back to the same ex. I can understand mistakes happen. The second time, okay, it wasn't a mistake. The third time, now it's a pattern. Like, you... So, how about baby mama, baby daddies, that they not together? He might have a girlfriend or something, but baby mamas, they want to fuck. So, boom, you fuck your baby mama, she pregnant. You might not want that baby, but her body, her choice, she's keeping that baby. There's nothing love about that. You fucked your baby mama. She got pregnant.
But there's so many other people in the world that you can fuck, but you went back to that same
but if your
baby mama,
you know how they go. You know how they go. He gonna be like, nah, I'm just here for the kids. Be so fucking for real.
Well of the story, close your legs to marry me.
Okay, let me pick one.
What did it say? I just know it's going to be some bad.
I feel If you always need something sweet after you eat, take a drink. Your back gonna be big. It is, and I have that real.
Every time we eat, she be like, we should have got something sweet. Like every time. No, but I feel it be like that.
Thank you.
Fellas who have taken a piss sitting down, take a drink, girl. Sometimes you be tired as hell, like, I don't know. Or sometimes you might have to shit a little bit, and it be just like, you never know.
What is your take on the whole Summer on Baddies making a comment about Emmett Till?
That's a good question. She's a rat. She's a bum. I don't like her at all. Like, I just feel like to make an ignorant comment like that, it's just like, it just shows what type of woman I don't know. I just don't. That's why that Zeus baddie stuff,
yeah,
it gets to a point, and I just feel like
wrap this Zeus thing up. Like,
I think it's an age group. Like, you get to a certain age where you like, this shit, you know what?
Yeah. And it's sad because the kids is really on Zeus now.
Oh my God, like, the kids love Zeus.
That's one thing, and I'm not going to be like no overly strict parent, but that's one thing. My kid, my daughter, fuck no.
But my sister made a good point. She was like, we grew up on like bad girls.
Yeah, but that was censored. That was censored, and it was edited. Yeah. I feel like Zeus just put anything out.
Because like, that's their motto. Like, it's real, raw, and uncut.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want my kids watching nothing real, raw, and uncut. Like, they don't even bleep the fucking cuss words. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just little things. They fighting their titties out. You know what I'm saying? It's just too ratchet.
But the Emmett Till comment was way too far.
Yeah, like, I can't believe that Zeus actually, like, edited and they was like, they okayed it. But at the same time, I don't think they should have edited it out, because I want to know that that's the type of person that you are.
Yeah. Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, now it's just like, she's probably not going to be on the next season.
I don't think so. I don't think Zeus cares.
She caused so much controversy that she's probably going to be on the next season.
I think that they're going to let her back. I don't think that they care. Her fucking apology was from AI. Mm-hmm. Literally. Zeus apology gave AI. Like, they don't care for real, and it's gonna take for their views to go down. Like, it's gonna take for their pockets to be hit. Like, I think that, I want to boycott it. I want everybody to just delete it off their TV, but I know that's not gonna happen because people love the filth.
It's changing people's lives though.
It is, but at what cost? You get what I'm saying? At what cost?
Yeah. Like, I feel like it puts you in a box. Like, I seen that Dorelli, he had said that he had got a role for like some type of Netflix show, and like he made it past the next stage, and they said that they couldn't accept him because of his previous shows that he did.
Yeah, because
and he was like, he hate that because it's just like, he know it's from Zeus.
BET don't want to be a part of that.
Nobody, no big
Tyler Perry not gonna let
network.
you know what I'm saying? Tyler Perry don't want his name attached to that. Like, so that's the thing. Like, it does change people's lives, but Tyler Perry bag will change your life. Yeah. BET bag will change your life. Even like Mona Scott or whatever, like the whole Love and Hip Hop thing, that bag will change your life. But it's different. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's still like,
all money ain't good money. That's basically what that is.
Exactly.
But when you don't have no money, you probably don't know that. Like, look at Summer. She got an opportunity to change her life, and now she making probably 3 figures every type of season, and it's just like, she came from nothing. So it's like, you can't tell nobody from the hood that ain't got shit that don't accept this because it's bad money. You don't look at it that in the long run. Because if somebody knock on my door right now and be like, I don't know, I might, and what I gotta do? Like, I don't know. You just never know till you get put in that situation. We can say that.
It's tricky, but I do feel like you have to be able to realize, like, take that bag. Yeah, take that bag and do something with it. Like, she don't seem like the type of person that's gonna make her bag do anything. Rolly been on the shit for 6 seasons. She steady telling me she trying to get away. Nobody else wants you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really not a lot of other rooms that you could go stand in that people are going to want you there. So you don't have no choice but to keep doing the whole Zeus thing. I mean, if that's what works for you, that's what works for you. But you have to realize it's like a stagnant thing.
It gets to a point where it's going to end.
For sure.
Yeah, I just can't picture them being 40 plus.
And Natalie's 40 plus, acting a damn fool. So.
Shout out to Zeus, though. I guess y'all making a little bag.
Ladies that call their man daddy, take a drink and go to therapy.
You call your man daddy?
No.
I feel like that's a little
I actually know my
age
dad.
gap. Speaking of age, I seen somebody on Twitter talk about this though. They were just like, they put it in the scenario as jail. Would you rather be in jail before 40 or after 40? So let's just do that. Would you rather be in jail 1 to 40 or 40 to death? A place in my life right now, I would pick 1 to 40. Put me in jail. Because I'm already 28. Like, I feel like I'm damn near finna be 40 in the cut. I knocked that out and I got my 40s done. You not when you 40.
You don't know how long you're gonna live.
I'm gonna live past 40.
You don't know.
Excuse me?
I'm just saying. We never know. I don't know. Shit. So I don't know.
Well, damn.
I'm just saying.
But
shit.
I'll pick 1 to 40. Put me in jail.
Ooh, that's so hard. That's so hard.
Really?
Yes, because it's like
you miss out on so much in that 40.
But you miss out on so much even after 40. Like, some people feel like their life didn't start till they 40.
That's
you know
what I
I'm
think
saying?
my
Like,
life don't start.
damn, you feel like you've been living?
I do, but not living right.
Oh, no.
Y'all will find out on the next episode
I guess.
of Dragon Ball Z. So, final question before we wrap this up.
Okay.
Do you think that we should bring on a guest for the next episode? Well, not the next episode, but do you think we should bring on a guest? And if so, what type of guest?
I definitely think that we should bring on guests.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we should get a few more, just us under our belt.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely am open to guests. I believe the type of guest.
I'm trying, y'all. I told y'all.
The type of guest I would want to bring on is somebody that has something to talk about. Like somebody that has something going. Maybe somebody that needs a little bit of exposure.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody that can also bring us exposure. Yeah. So that's something to think about.
You heard it here first. She's optimistic.
Oh, I'm trying to just make it seem like it's just me. Like I just.
Well, shout out to y'all for sticking with us for episode 4.
Yeah, the next one will be 4.
Yeah, the next one will be 4. But shout out to y'all though. We'll be back shooting up an episode.
Yes, and we didn't even talk about. Clearly, we have a new space. We have a new area. Yeah, we didn't even get into that. So yes, we found a new content home. We very, 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 very excited. We got some things on the way with that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
we back and we better and we coming weekly. Y'all, we're gonna put it out weekly. We're gonna try to get it here for y'all because everybody keep asking.
Yes,
but we coming.
And we love that. We love that y'all be looking out for us, expecting us. So we just gonna do our part a little bit better and give y'all what y'all waiting on. So stay tuned. Period.
Sip happens.
Sip happens.